Hey everybody, this is Anthony from A.W.O Comics coming at you again with our next top 10 video, and I've got Willie Moe here with me, and we're going to be doing Silver Age comics, our favorite Silver Age comics this week.
There's some goodies in here.
And Will, I'm just to tell you, Silver Age is a lot more
Literally
in my
your
wheelhouse.
Yeah.
This instead of Golden Age, I can tell you that right
Yeah.
now. I actually own some of the books on our list, so that's. I did at one time. I do not have these books now, but I'm kind of more of a Bronze Age guy now, I guess. But when I was younger, I would find Silver Age books at places like trade days and yard sales. When I'd go with my parents and stuff, just saw them more back in those days. So it was always pretty cool.
And as y'all can see, I got me a fresh cut for the video today.
Actually, he got a fresh cut because he's got his senior portrait Saturday.
Hey, you ruined it. I make them think I got it for the video. Dang.
But anyway, we will be back with you with our next top 10 Silver Age books right after this.
Woo!
See ya. Alright guys, we're back with our top 10 video, Willie Moe, and I don't have any idea whose time is it to go first. Do you?
I'll just go. I don't know.
Remember how we do this is Will gives you his best 5 and I give you my best 5, and I actually kind of cheated this week because I've got 6 because I just couldn't decide on 5, so I have a tie for my 5th one.
This guy right here.
Hey man, I'm just jealous of my shirt. That's what it is.
Why didn't you buy me one?
Hey, sometimes you just gotta think of yourself.
Alright, well, anyway.
I'll let you go first.
My number 5 is Action Comics number 252. Came out in 1959, and the key for this was it was the first Supergirl. And it was actually the first appearance of Superman's parents, believe it or not. I feel like this book was pretty good because Supergirl's an iconic character. You don't see her a whole lot in a lot of shows. You'll see her in a couple of maybe Brave and the Bold episodes maybe or something, but in different shows for kids or something. But most of the time you don't never see her in none of these important films. And I feel like it should be highlighted. That's when she first appeared.
That's actually a very good one because the recent Superman movie has caused this book to catch fire. It is on fire because, spoiler alert, a certain character appears at the end of it. So
I never watched it.
Yeah, but Supergirl. There's a movie coming out next year about her. So this book's it's probably a good time to invest in this book. And what did you say the price guide is?
The price for this book is $15,000.
Is it 15,000?
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty good.
I mean, dude, that's literally the first Supergirl. Yeah, that's 15,000.
Wow. Okay.
Well, before we move on, I'm super glad that Supergirl is finally getting in important films like Superman. I'm finally glad she's getting recognized in these films. I feel like she's not in enough movies and stuff.
Did you know the girl that plays Supergirl in the new movie is the girl that plays in the House of Dragons game?
Oh, really? Yeah. Oh, that's pretty interesting. Yeah. Well, let's get on to your number 5.
All right. My number 5 is, like I told you, is a tie between Batman number 189, came out in February of 1967, and this is the first Silver Age Scarecrow, Jonathan Crane. Third appearance overall of the Scarecrow. This has got great Carmine Infantino cover art. Of course, Carmine Infantino did most great covers in the Silver Age in DC. And this is $1,700 in the high grade, so it's actually an affordable book, unlike some of the Golden Age books that we came out from. And what I will say about this book is, it's amazing to me that the Scarecrow only had two Golden Age appearances. He came out in World's Finest number 1, and that was his very first appearance. I don't even know what the second one was, but there was a great story in World's Finest number 1, which came out in the 40s. And then they didn't have Scarecrow around forever until 1967, and now he's probably one of Batman's most important villains. And this is also the first time they came out with a fear toxin in this 67 book. Came out with the fear toxin that he had. So it was actually a pretty good book. And then 5A is Amazing Spider-Man number 14, came out in July 1964. Again, just a great book. First Green Goblin, Steve Ditko art. You have a Hulk appearance in this book. Not a big fan of the story. I just think the story's kind of hokey because I think they recruit Spider-Man, and Green Goblin has some people recruit Spider-Man to shoot a film out there, and he's starring in it, and Spider-Man doesn't even know he's a villain at the time. So you don't really realize what a menace he's going to be to Spider-Man just by this book alone, because it's kind of a campy story. But this book is $6,000 in high grade, and that's my two number fives.
All right. Well, this guy can't never keep things simple. So, number 4 is The Brave and the Bold, number 28, and this came out in 1960. This is a good key because this was the first appearance of the Justice League of America, and honestly, Justice League is very, very iconic now, man. You got the Flash, you got Aquaman, you got Batman, Superman. I don't even think there's anyone that can, except, what are they called? The League of Doom or something? What are they called?
The Legion of Doom.
Legion of Doom, is that what they're called? Yeah. Well, they banded together to try to stop Justice League in different shows and stuff. But honestly, with the Justice League, I don't think with Batman's smarts and Superman's strength and everyone else in the Justice League, I feel like Justice League is very, very powerful. What do you think?
It's too bad they made such a sucky Justice League movie. They could have had a really good.
Oh, it was horrible. I hated that movie.
But but that issue you're talking about, I think there's on the cover. Is that the one where they're fighting Starro?
That's the first Starro as well.
Yeah. I remember that book. I never had that book. It was always expensive, even when I was a kid.
If you don't know who Starro is, and you live under a rock, to be honest, he's an alien from outer space who can latch on to people, whose minions can latch on to people and control people. He's controlled Superman. He's controlled Batman even one time. But most of the time, that's in like different. It's only been in limited shows. But I like Starro as a villain.
I mean, I used to read Justice League in the Silver Age. I had a lot of books that reprinted those Silver Age stories, and the only thing I didn't like about it was I hated that they had some teenage kid hanging around named Snapper Carr, and he was always snapping his fingers. You know, it didn't make no sense to me. That didn't, but I guess they were just trying to appeal to kind of the teenagers when they come out with that. But eventually, I don't even know what happened to Snapper Carr. I guess he rode his hot rod off into oblivion. But that's a good key, though, especially Justice League. That's a good one. All right, my number 4, and I've used this book before, is Flash number 139, and this book has a lot of sentimental value to me. Came out in September 1963. First Professor Zoom, high grade. This book is $1,800. Again, Carmine Infantino, the artwork on the inside and the cover. This guy did everything, but this is just a phenomenal cover. I remember seeing this book at a guy that used to be a comic book dealer in Superfleet in Chattanooga. His name was Mr. White, and I wanted this book so bad. I can't even remember how much it was, maybe $20, but it seemed like $1 million for a kid. I remember saving up my money, and I was worried to death he was going to sell it, and I went up there and got that book and had it for many, many years until I sold it when I was about 17, 18 years old. But Flash was my guy when I was younger. He was who I liked to collect, the Barry Allen Flash, and you'll see with this list that I have a lot of Flash books that I really liked, and you'll see in these top 3. But that's it for me on that one.
Well, it also alarmed me that I didn't even tell y'all what the first Justice League comic I talked about's price range is.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Which is $74,000, which is insane price, but it's nothing compared to my number 1, because my number 1's a very expensive comic. Anyway,
you went high dollar this one.
Oh yeah, I loved my number 1. That's why it's number 1. But number 3 is, yeah, get this, no pun intended here, Fantastic Four number 4.
Okay.
This was the first Submariner in the Silver Age, and like he first appeared in the Silver Age, and this was also came out in 1962, and it was only $8,000, which honestly, it's a pretty funny cover because it's Fantastic Four #4, and I found that pretty funny. But I also find it interesting that they signify that it was Submariner's first appearance in the Silver Age.
Yeah.
And honestly, I'm surprised they even significant.
Here's what I remember about that book, because I had a reprint of this story. I didn't have the book; it was way too expensive. But even when I was younger, but I do remember reading this story, and this is what I remember. And I could be wrong about this because I've not read this in many, many years since I was a kid. But I believe Submariner somehow got lost from Atlantis and separated. And the way they spun it, he was walking around like a homeless guy. And he somehow, again, I don't remember how the Fantastic Four wound up with him, but this guy, you wouldn't even recognize him. He had like a long hair and a beard, and they start shaving his face. I don't even remember what the circumstances was for that. And once they get him shaved, they could tell who it was. He was apparently a legendary character, and I want to think that they threw him back in the water or something, and it revived his memory. But if I'm wrong on any of that, somebody please.
Well, I'm pretty sure he fell in love with Susan Storm and tried to run off with her.
Yeah.
I think so.
I think she was the one maybe that cared for him and shaved his face and cut his hair and all that stuff.
Well, I know for sure that he did have a love interest for Susan Storm.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's get to your number 3.
All right, my number 3, again in the Flash realm, Flash number 110 came out in December of 1959. First Weather Wizard, first Kid Flash, Wally West, and high grade this book, $3,000. Again, affordable. I had this book again as a child, found it at a trade day, helped my dad all day at a trade day, and he promised me if I did a good job, he would buy the book for me. He went over and got it from a comic vendor that was set up there, and I had it for many, many years. Again, one of my prized possessions until I sold it. It's a great cover. Again, Kid Flash, Wally West has gone on to become a pretty integral part of the DC universe, taking the mana from Barry Allen after he died.
You might need to correct me if I'm wrong here. I've been seeing it a lot on the internet lately. Is Wally West like comparing his power here? I'm just talking about his power here. Is he a multiversal threat now?
I think so. He tapped into the Speed Force, and he's like super powerful now. But the funny thing is the story, if you go back and read it, of how Wally West becomes Kid Flash is really kind of stupid.
Yeah, I've seen that before too.
He is Iris West's nephew. He's a huge Flash fan. Barry Allen tells him that he knows the Flash and can arrange it where he can meet him. So Barry takes him to his lab in the middle of the day, on a sunny day, and he turns into the Flash and goes in there and pretends that he doesn't know Barry Allen's the Flash and pretends to meet him. And as they're standing there, a lightning bolt comes through the window the same way it did Barry Allen and hits the chemicals exactly the same way. It splashes them on Wally West and turns him into the Flash.
It's just so random.
Yeah, especially when you think about in Flashpoint, what a hard time Barry Allen had trying to recreate becoming the Flash.
Before y'all say something, picture this in y'all head. Sunny day outside, some random dude's talking to you, and then all of a sudden a lightning bolt just comes out of nowhere.
It hits in the very same place where it hit, But again, I think they've explained that now in the Speed Force, that it had something to do with the Speed Force. It wasn't a coincidence. It was supposed to happen, but again, I've kind of lost track of all the DC story arcs.
It might have said something. It might have had some information in the Flash movie that came out a while ago, but I hate the animation they did with him running so much. Yeah. I just never watched that movie.
All right. What's your next one?
All right. My next one is, and again, no, I did tell you the price on that Fantastic Four, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
All right. Just number 2 is, this is expensive right here. Incredible Hulk number 1 came out in 1962, and do I even need to say what the key is in this book? It's the first Hulk.
Yeah.
And first Bruce Banner. You can say all of that. First
first Gray Hulk.
Yeah, and they
brought back later.
They literally just made him green the next issue. So
yeah. They figured out they couldn't do the inking. Is what I heard on that.
The price range for this book is a whopping $210,000 high ungraded.
You got high dollar taste, man. I'm here to tell you. High dollar taste.
Hey, it's pretty good.
Well, anything else you want to say about that book?
Nope.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll move on to my number 2, and mine is Amazing Spider-Man number 50, July 1967, first appearance of Kingpin. This story was enacted in Amazing Spider-Man 2 movie. It's the Spider-Man No More story. It has the classic panel in it where Peter Parker's walking away
from a trash can. Yeah, even I know that.
Yeah. John Romita Jr. Sr. with the cover art on it and the interiors. $4,500 in high grade. Just an iconic book. That cover alone just pops because it's red. And I'm pretty sure we had this book. My brother Tracy can attest to this. I'm pretty sure he's the one that had it. I don't know what happened to it. I don't ever remember this one being given to me. He may have traded it off or something at school because he used to trade some with some guys at school. But I do remember seeing this book when I was younger in our household. So,
all right, you done?
Yep.
Well, my number 1 is everyone should know this book. If you don't, you literally live under a rock. What are you doing here? The Amazing Fantasy number 15 came out in 1962, and this was the first ever Spider-Man, and that started everything. My best superhero, my favorite superhero. And this, without it being graded, and if it's in good condition, without even being graded, is $695,000.
Wow.
And that's without it being graded. Now, if it's graded, it easily goes over $1 million. If it's a high grade.
High grade copies of that book now is selling probably for well over.
No, it's selling for like, I remember a 9.6 that sold for like $2 million.
Yeah.
And those things are very rare to find. Do not expect to find that book just lying around somewhere.
Right.
Except that kid that found that Action Comics number 1 in that one house. If I were me, I'd ain't let nobody touch that book. Man, and they tore that book, man, I'd be super upset.
He's still talking about the Action Comics number 1. This was from last video, so yeah.
I mean,
he's really upset about
it. It still ticks me off.
More Willie Mo lore.
Yes. This ticks me off so much. Whoever you are that found the Action Comics number 1, why did you let anyone touch that book? You lost your mind.
Sleep over this at night. I can tell.
I literally cannot sleep because of this.
All right, well, we'll go on to my number 1 here, so we can keep this video kind of short. My number 1 is Flash number 123, September 1961. This is the first appearance of the Golden Age Flash and the Silver Age. This is the first multiverse, first parallel worlds, first mention of Earth 2. So if you hate the multiverse, this is where it all started at right here.
If you hate Spider-Verse, what is wrong with you?
Some people do not like parallel worlds because it can be confusing sometimes. At first it was just Earth 1, Earth 2, then they added Earth 3, and then now there's like 100 Earths now.
And then you've got Marvels, which is literally just like, I don't know, over 1 million Spider-Man? I don't know.
But again, this is another book that I had as a kid. Bought it from the same guy in Chattanooga at Super Flea Market. Some of our viewers probably remember that on Rossville Boulevard. Mr. White that set up there. I got this book from him, again, with money that I saved, and again, I sold it. But it was the Gardner Fox, Carmine Infantino again with the art. Gardner Fox is almost kind of like, he's like the Stan Lee of DC Comics, to be honest with you. He wrote about every Silver Age story leading up into all these Silver Age heroes and stuff. And the high grade on this book is still only $2,100, which I feel like is a bargain, considering all the monetary ones that you thrown out there, Willie Mo.
I still personally think Incredible Hulk number 1 should have been higher than $200,000. That's the first Hulk. He's a very well-known character.
As promised, we promised you that we were going to reveal the comics that we're going to be giving away in our next great big comic giveaway, number 5. And Will, those books are right there. Can you reach and grab them right quick?
I mean,
he's probably going to pixelate off of here.
I'm gonna try my best here. I'm gonna have to get up.
You're melting.
I'm gonna have to get up. Here.
Where did he go?
Man, I don't know where I went. I went into.
You went into Earth 2.
I went into Earth 2. Here, I'm back. I'm back.
And you keep these up to your chest because if you put them on the background, it's gonna.
All right.
Don't hold
now,
them out real close.
You got the mystery comic first.
Mystery comic is gonna be the same one from last time. We carried it over. It was not picked in our last giveaway, so just think about that.
Now I don't remember the last two, so he's gonna have to tell him because I can't see him. All right. What's this one?
That one is Superman number 273. This is a book that we just pulled out of the Facebook marketplace, Small But Mighty Comic Haul. This book's in really good shape. It's not a key, but it's about a $30 book. So it's really cool. Any Superman collectors out there, that's some 20-cent DC goodness, Bronze Age Superman.
And this one is the last one.
And this is a Marvel team up of Spider-Man and Wolverine. This is the first Spider-Man and Wolverine team up, number 117. This is a direct copy, just a great little book. And this one is a key. And I don't really know what the price value is on that. But that's your choices to pick from one of these three. And to enter our contest, you have to comment on our Comic Haul video coming up this weekend. It'll be either Saturday or Sunday. More likely going to be Sunday, but we will do the Comic Haul video Sunday, and we will remind you on that video. All you got to do is go in there and do what?
Comment.
Comment. It's the easiest thing in the world.
Maybe leave a like if you want to.
Yeah, leave a like and comment. It don't even have to be a good comment, you know.
If you're new here, subscribe.
Thumbs up, thumbs down. You don't even have to type. Just put an emoticon on there. It's crazy not to enter this contest because Gets Lost in Comics just received their comic in the mail, and he was super pleased with it. It was a Frankenstein number 4, and Heroes for Hire. Heroes for Hire got their comic on the number 3 giveaway, which was a Peter Parker Spectacular Spider-Man number 1. We had Groovy. I don't know. Let's see who
Groove Dude.
Groove Dude, I think, won a. I don't remember which one won what. I may be getting this wrong here, but somebody won a First Carnage newsstand. And I don't remember if that was their second or first one. I don't really remember. But anyway, that's our show for this week. If you like our content, please subscribe. Don't forget to watch Sunday and leave a comment. I mean, you're crazy if you don't, because I pay the shipping. Everything comes from us.
Everything's free.
It's all free. All you got to do is enter it, you know. And we have had like 12, 15 entries. I think the most we had was 30, you know. So you got to like your odds there to get drawn out of a hat. And Owen does the drawing, so it's about as legit as it gets. So make sure you watch and send a comment. And subscribe to our video. Subscribe to our channel if you like it. And leave us a like. Smash the like button. Turn on your notifications so you'll get notified when we drop a new video. We dropped more this week than we have in a long time. We usually try to do about 2 videos a week, but we hit a comic haul, and so we did some extra.
We also have something else on our agenda. We might get maybe some new like audio devices to help us sound better to the people that can't really hear our videos real well. We'll work on to that, but right now
you gotta crawl before you can walk, right?
Yeah.
There you go. All right, so we're gonna get out of here before this video gets too long. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. As always, go Dogs. See ya.
Bye.